Let me just unmute myself. Hi, friends. We're live. We're going to be working on pony hats today. I have pretty much 4 Pinkie Pie hats over here. I don't know if you guys can see them. Kind of that just need to do some hand sewing. And then we have 1 rarity done that I've done before. And then one other completely done. And then I have 2 more that this one just needs a horn, and then the other one needs the hair fixed up and all fancy. That's the hardest problem I'm having with rarity, is this hair. And just now that I've put the zip ties in it, it's just like has a mind of its own. Okay. Perfect. Instagram story has been posted. Hello, welcome Dr. Miss Raven. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. I really thought I was gonna have to go live tomorrow because we had a tornado warning, like right when I was about to go live. And so, unfortunately, we did not take cover. We sat out on the porch and watched, and there was like nothing there. It was just rain, and that like came maybe like 5 minutes into waiting. But it was really nice. We grabbed the lawn chairs, sat out on the porch. It was very calming and relaxing. Very nice too, because I just had a bath, so I was already like chilling. And then we got to go outside, hang out in the like rain sounding. It is so hot today. Wow, it's been really hot here lately too, but I am glad that we did get some rain because we needed it. I think it's gone already. Like, it maybe lasted 30 minutes. Hey, it's been forever. Hi, Angel. Welcome. Glad you could make it back. I'm glad you can make it. How are you doing, Angel? You doing good? 110 degrees Fahrenheit? Ugh. I don't like it. I've never been somewhere that hot. Like, I've been in Florida where it gets hot, you know, and it's like humid, and I hate that. So I can't imagine. Like, I know they say it's a little different if it's no humidity, that you can like kind of stand it a little more, but I don't know. Just like stale heat. Good. It's so hot here too. No. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the weather that we have right now, even though it's tornado, you know, tornado watches. I'm okay with it. As long as I don't have to, like, travel in the rain, I don't mind it. I don't like it if my dogs, like, bring in their muddy paw prints, but the Southwest, it's 110 in Delaware. It is also really hot. Yeah, I think we were just there last week, and it wasn't terrible. It was about the same that it was here in Kentucky. But I know that it was supposed to get like a spike this week. I'd rather have the cold than the heat. Angel said same. Yeah, no, I don't. If you guys watched my market video, it would have been the most recent vlog, I think. That was rough. It was like 93 degrees, and we had like cover and neck fans, and it was still like miserable. Luckily, we only stayed for like 3 hours maybe. But I can't imagine if it was like an all-day outdoor market. So I'm working on finishing up this rarity. And then I have one more that I need to like tack the hair down and sew it. Outside markets in the summer have a hard time. Yeah, I just honestly, that's kind of like what I talk about in my video too. Outside markets are just hit or miss because you really need like perfect conditions, honestly. Can't be too cold, can't be too windy, can't be too hot, can't be rainy. It's just really hard. Like, so many things have to go right for it to be good, for, you know, for things not to go to chaos. I am hand sewing on the horns because if I sew it in the seam, it kind of just makes them look like flat at the bottom, and I really like when I hand sew them on, it makes them look rounded, like it's actually, you know, growing out of their head. Yeah. First outside market was windy. I was rearranging my room and I was sweating so much. Oof. Yeah. I used to, my room at my parents' house is like up in the attic, and it has its own AC unit, but just where it's up in the attic, and I mean, it's decently insulated, but that just AC unit cannot like beat the heat. And I remember having to just not like have to work in the early mornings or at nighttime when the sun goes down because it was just so hot up there. That was mostly if I wanted to work in my little like fabric closet that was kind of, it was supposed to be like a walk-in closet for my sister because it was my sister's room before, but they never like finished it. They got the like wood up and everything, but yeah, it still doesn't have good insulation, so like you cannot stand in, like right now if I have to go get fabric out of there, I cannot stay in there for more than like 2 minutes. It's like a sauna. Luckily my cooling fans made it here, so now I can sell them at my next market. Cooling fans? What kind of cooling fans? That is the thing to do though. For Dover Comic Con last year, I think it was, I was really considering making some fans, like the ones that you can get, you know, pay like $1 per fan and like get your logo on it or something. I thought about doing that and like giving them away with every like purchase, so people would be like interested just to like, oh, I'll just buy a sticker and I can get a fan. Hand fans. Oh yeah, so like the ones that you like fan yourself. Yeah, that's such a good idea for outdoor markets. That's like one of the best ideas you can have. I really like what I did with the horns. So like I said, I hand sew it on, and then I take the thread, I make sure I have a big piece of thread, and I like wrap it around to give it that indentation. And then to make sure that it like stays in place on the seam, I just go in and out the other side. And then I go over here to the other seam. So that kind of hides it a little bit. And then I give it a little pull so it goes into the fabric. And then at the top, I tie it off. Now, if someone were to like snag this, then it would probably mess it up. Or if someone like accidentally cut the thread or whatever. But I mean, that's kind of with anything, you know. That looks good. And I just really like the texture that it gives it. Like, it looks like a unicorn horn. I thought about changing some of the hats that I made for Lex Pride and putting just like some type of hair on it and like a horn and make it like a unicorn, because I think that would match too. Okay, so here's kind of a close-up. There's what the horn looks like. And the hair. And I did take, I think it was Black Cat, on here that comes to the lives. I took their advice and I did put zip ties in it. I even put zip ties in the back of this one. I didn't do it for all of them, but this one I did have enough to put them in the back. And it can go over here. I currently have like pretty much 4 Pinkie Pies done. 4 rarities almost done. And then we have 4 Fluttershies cut out, which is what I'll be working on today. And I'm just trying to make sure I do 4 Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle, and then Applejack. I am saving Applejack for last, because I'm honestly not sure how I want to do the hat and how that's really gonna work. Like, am I gonna put a hat on it? If it doesn't have a hat, is it really Applejack? I'm also thinking about, for Fluttershy, putting zip ties in the hair too, but now I'm like, do I want to put zip ties in Applejack's hair, because I've had so much trouble trying to get Rarity's hair to stay. Did I say it? Yeah, Fluttershy's hair. So this takes a whole lot of pinning. I'm like, okay, I gotta pin this here so it stays down. And then I pin like part of it in the back. And then I do this little curly Q. And then I attach the ear to it as well, because I do think that just helps it look nice. So yeah, I am gonna do, I think, the the curly Q first. And the problem is I ran out of purple thread. Like, I'm completely out of purple thread. So we're going to use white thread, and we're going to try to make it as invisible as possible. Which just means a bunch of ladder stitches. You know, I didn't think about it in terms of like Twilight though, because I kind of need purple thread for that too. But we might be able to make it work. And then I'm just gonna put a little ladder stitch this part down, because she kind of has like swoop to the side and then swoop over. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So I have Trotcon this weekend, which is a pony convention. That's why we're making pony hats. Does anybody else have any conventions this weekend or anything coming up? I always like to ask. I like to know what everyone else is prepping for, what they're doing. I think it's going to be really interesting vibe after I get done with Trotcon, and then like I have to immediately prep for Otakon. But after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Because I have like a couple of like littler ones. But I mean, my next kind of big one is Anime Inc. in October. Okay, Dr. Miss Raven has a market next weekend. Okay, so you still got a little time to prepare. And do you kind of sell the same place to kind of, I mean, I'm sure you get new people, but like, I'm sure you also see some of the same people. So do you try to like switch up your inventory? Do you try to bring new things every time? Because I know it gets hard. Like, I feel that when I go to the same convention like every year, like you definitely have to bring new things. Yo, how do you like the colors? Hi frogs, I like them. So I'm working, we're gonna work with Fluttershy next, so it's kind of hidden over here, because I was gonna say Rarity, these are the colors that I used last time I made Rarity. So, but hopefully we can also get to Twilight and we can see how those colors work. But I'm excited. I think they all work good. I did get a little bit of that lighter purple just to see. I want to do a couple of different, like I might do 2. Since I'm doing 4, I might do 2 in the lighter purple, 2 in the darker purple, and just kind of see what I prefer, what other people prefer, but it's definitely will get used. I cut this, which I already had some of the pale banana, which is what I used for Fluttershy's body, because I also use it for Mimikyu. And I'm already almost through that whole bolt. It was 8 yards for the anti-pill if you get a bolt, and I maybe have like a yard left. It's going fast. Yippee! I'm so glad I could help. I really appreciate your help. Like, I was thinking, because it was like drive 40 minutes, and it wasn't even to buy anything, because I really didn't want to buy anything. I wanted to order it online so I could get like bulk order and like discount. Or I was like, I message someone and see if they have these colors, and like, do you think these colors would go good for ponies. And I was like, who would I message though? And then I was like, oh, frogs and their PowerPoint. They'll know, or they'll at least be able to like share what they think would be best. And you did, and I appreciate it. It was really helpful. So if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I messaged frogs on Instagram and was like, I am trying to order My Little Pony fabric so that I can make hats while I'm gone, and I do not have the chance to go into like Joann's in person because we were gonna leave the next day to go to Delaware, and I really didn't want to drive 40 minutes on top of like the 2 hours to the airport and the airport driving that we were gonna have to do the next day. And Frogs was nice enough to help me out, put together a little PowerPoint of what colors they thought and like backup colors too, and that was so helpful. So helpful, because I work with a lot of like fleece, but honestly it's kind of all the same colors. Like unless I'm making a new hat, I have not dabbled in new colors. So, you know, unless it's one of the Evolution colors or unless it's like Snorlax, I have not used a lot of different colors. But I also have a list on my phone, but some of them are old too and they don't have those colors anymore. And I use Blizzard fleece. My machine just doesn't love anti-pill that much. Like I can definitely tell if I have to go through like 4 layers, it struggles. OMG. I impulse buy anti-pill fleece, so I have a bunch of colors. That's awesome. I really should like just buy. I don't have the room, honestly, right now, because like a closet space is very small. But maybe when we want to build on to our house, so maybe when we do that, I can buy just like a yard of every color, like a new color every time I buy, and then I can like swatch it myself. Because I would really love my own swatch. And I know you can, I think you can buy from Joann's, or I think you can even go in person and be like, I would like to buy swatches, and they like charge you so much per like square. And it's like a little bitty tiny square, but I don't know, it's just something about making it yourself. Like Frogs, I'm sure Frogs is very happy. Oh, sorry. With their PowerPoint that they made. I love getting new colors. I wish I could buy bolts. You can go into the store and get half yards. Yeah, maybe one day I'll just go in and get a bunch of half yards. And I mean, I guess it wouldn't really be as much as I would think, because I do have a lot of colors. That being said, I should start a swatch now with the ones that I have, because there's no sense in me buying, you know, the swatches I already have. Oh, I didn't pin this down yet. Oh no. Okay. This is the problem I'm having with Rarity. It like, I need a like wig head thing that I can attach to this so it doesn't move, because this, you know, the styrofoam heads are just so light that it just flies away. Okay. Now I also have to rethread my needle. have swatches somewhere. I want to have a bunch of different greens one day. Yeah, greens and blues is my big thing. There's so many different shades of blue that I really do need swatches for that. Because I think green is a close second, but in terms of all the different shades you can possibly have, like blue is outrageous. I have 5 different greens. Blue isn't a popular color. It's not popular for like your frogs or just like your customers don't buy a lot of blue things. See, I love blue. Blue is my favorite color, and I honestly love any shade of blue. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense for frogs. So, even though there is blue frogs, and they are also my favorite frogs, the little, aren't they like poisonous frogs with the little black speckles or whatever? But I can see, like, greens, of course, is your most popular color. It has to be, right? And then I feel like pinks, maybe? Are pinks pretty popular for you? I struggle to sell the blue keychains. I want a blue frog. You should buy from me. Lol. Yeah. Show off your blue frogs in the Discord. I want to see what it looks like too. Yeah, if you guys are interested, we do have a Discord. I think did it just post the link? It did. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in joining our Discord. And I think my plan is to do a gaming stream on... I'll probably do on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. I keep going back and forth. Because I do have a Twitch account, so it's I do have the name lying around something on Twitch, but... And I did kind of set up the overlay, which is exactly the same as YouTube, pretty much. But, I don't know. I mean, Joey's like, you've established the YouTube thing. And I'm like, yeah, I do like that. But I just feel like you'll get found more on Twitch. But also, like, am I trying to have more people find me and get, like, the people in there that are gonna harass me? Or do I want to just stay in YouTube where I get the people that I actually want to come to my lives and hang out and actually want to, like, be friends with me and chill? So I'll probably try to just stick to it on YouTube. I'm just not sure if I will save the VOD on my YouTube channel. It'll either be like saved privately where only I can see it, or maybe if I can put it on a, like, in a different playlist where it doesn't show up immediately on my channel. Because, like, I of course want to do video games, but I do want to keep this, like, my main point of my channel is vlogs about artist alley, artist life, and then, like, tutorials. But once I get paid, my hot pink, my pastel pink doesn't sell well. That's surprising, because I do feel like, me personally, I love pastel pink, like this Fluttershy pink. I love that more than hot pink. And I mean, I'm not a big pink person. I know, like, when I was a kid, you know, because I didn't want to be a girly girl, I was like, I hate pink. And I don't hate pink. It's still not my favorite color, but I definitely like it a little more. Like, when all the people get the, like, pastel like keyboards and they do the pastel aesthetic, I really love that. Blues are perfect for my sharks and manta rays. Ooh, I might have to get one of those. I posted my cooling fans in the art channel. Okay, perfect. I'll have to check it out. Yay, we love the posting. Oh, also update. I did update my my patrons, but if you guys were interested, or if you are a patron and didn't see it, I am, this month is King Dedede. Yes. Earlier I said DD, and I was like, something's not right. 3 DD, DDD, DDD. Is going to be Kirby of the month. Sorry, I lost my mind for a second. Kirby of the month for July, but they will not be shipped out till August because of my hectic schedule. Okay, I have Trotcon this weekend. Come back for 3 or 4 days. Leave to go to California to visit a friend. Come back like that next Monday and pick up her dog to bring back here to dog sit. And then I have that next Friday, or like the Friday I get back on a Monday, that Friday or Saturday, I have a 1-day convention, which I'm not worried about. It was like a free table, but I'm super excited for it. Then I'm home for like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then leave Thursday morning to go to Otakon. Then I'll be at Otakon, and then I will be done for a bit with conventions. So Kirby of the month for July won't ship out till August, and I will not be doing a Kirby of the month for August, just so I can like get back on track. So that is the plan. And then of course, if you are a patron and you're like, I don't like that idea, I kind of want my money back, I'll refund you. Just send me a message, and then I will cancel or like put it on hold for August, so nobody will get charged for August. I made a video of all that explaining it. I think it was like a 3-minute video, and it never uploaded. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll just upload it to my Discord, but you have to have Ultra or whatever. And you know, now that I think of it, I should have asked Joey if I could just borrow his so that I could upload it. I might still do that because I still have it saved. Because I think Joey's in that Discord, so I'll just be like, hey, can you post this video? But yeah, I was like, your file's too big. You need to be an Ultra member, or whatever it's called, the premium type thing. So that's my plan, so that I don't go insane the rest of July trying. Like, if I was gonna try to get my Patreon stuff out, I would have to do it when I get back from Trotcon, and it would probably take me at least 2 or 3 days, which are the only, I only have like 3 or 4 days to re-prep my stock. Like, if Trotcon goes really good and I like sell out, I'll have nothing for Otakon. And I don't know if you guys know Otakon, but it is like one of the like prized possessions of anime conventions. And I'm gonna be so sad if I like go there with nothing. Or I would be so sad, but that's not gonna happen. If I have to stay up, pull all-nighters the whole time, I will do that so that I have Otakon stock. Pastel aesthetics are so cute, but not for me. I feel that. I'll go back and forth fighting my inner self, because I'm like, oh, I love pastels, like pastel blue, pastel pinks, and then I'm like, but I love black. But you can be both. Why not be both? And so that's what I tell myself. I just remember this one time in middle school. So our middle school was 7th and 8th grade only. And so we'd already been there for 7th grade. And then I came back for 8th grade. And I was at the point where I think I also had braces, so I didn't smile. And I just didn't care about my first day of school outfit, or it could have been the second day of school, but honestly, I just didn't care. It was summer, so I wore like a black shirt, probably like AC/DC or Kiss or something, some dad rock t-shirt that I got from Goodwill, and black basketball shorts, because I'm like, it is hot. I'm not wearing And I didn't wear the like booty shorts until like high school anyways. So it was either like the khaki capri type things or it was basketball shorts. And I had discovered eyeliner over the summer. So I come back to 8th grade all black with eyeliner, and then I of course already straightened my hair, and everyone was like, what happened to you? Like, what? Like, you are different. And not that I acted different or anything. I was just like, what are you talking about? So yeah, that must have began my emo phase. Because I was like, well, I'm gonna embrace it. Everyone thinks I'm different because I wear eyeliner now. I think I've talked on it here before. We've talked about it. I had this knee-high Converse. I really wish I still had those. I don't know. Like, I'd probably wear them to conventions if I wore them anywhere to be to conventions, but that's what I think of when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear a pink frilly dress today, and then tomorrow I'm wearing black jeans with a black leather jacket. And then that's all I think of is someone being like, you've changed. Not that I wore, like, I never wore a dress to school, I don't think, but I definitely never wore girly stuff. Converse brought them back. I used to have them too. The XX high Converse. Oh, I had a pair. They're $100. Are they still $100? Like, I remember I paid pretty good. Or I didn't pay it. I think I had my grandma buy them for me, which is kind of funny. And I switched the laces out for like a light blue color. I also had the studded belts that were like black and then like a different color. I had black and yellow and black and blue. And I also had a black and yellow and then a matching black and blue, the plaid jacket, like the skater jackets is what I would call them, where they're kind of like checkered, but some of them are just like stripes, not like full black checkered. They got re-released June 28th. Oh my gosh. Like, I've been avoiding buying shoes for like Carlac cosplay because they're expensive, but I want the like lace up tall, almost like combat type boots, but the ones with the big heels, because Carlac from Baldur's Gate, you know, is like super tall, and I want to be super tall for that cosplay, so I need some with a heel on them. But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy them until the rest of my like cosplay is done, which I've done nothing but got the like red bodysuit and like red face paint. Platforms, yes. Demonia? Okay, is a good brand? Perfect. Yeah, I don't even know what brand I was looking at. Honestly, it was just whatever Amazon had. But I would just love to work that into my aesthetic at least once. Also, does anyone have any tips on how to make black lipstick stay? I usually, of course, like bring it with me and reapply it, but I can't. I've tried like getting like black eyeshadow to kind of set it, and I'm sure that they make like lipstick. I don't do a lot of makeup unless it's eyeliner or mascara, but I'm sure that they have like, if somebody wants to recommend me a good brand or something, let me know. Because like I'm always paranoid if I'm wearing black lipstick to like I don't even want to talk sometimes when I have black lipstick on, because I'm worried it's gonna look so funny when there's just no lipstick on the inside of my lips. But I like the look, and Joey likes the look. And then I'm like, I can't kiss you because it'll turn your lips black. It's probably too low. Let me put that up higher. I don't know what to put on it. Yeah, I don't know either. I probably should just Google it, honestly. I'm sure I can find something. I'm really interested to see how this convention goes this weekend, because based on the vlogs that I've seen, which there's not a lot, it doesn't look super busy for Trotcon. But I know that they like spend money. So now I'm faced with the dilemma of like, what am I gonna do between sales? Because I don't really have a lot of stuff that I can bring to work on, because I'm kind of in the middle of, you know, I have a lot of Kirby's, so it's not like I really need to bring more Kirby's. All right, rarities are done. I think, if anything, I'll make some Fresno night crawlers, and those won't take me long, but at least I'll have something to stuff while I'm there. And then I'll probably also bring my iPad and doodle, because I definitely want to try to get a banner, a fabric banner to go over my table for Otakon, and then maybe design some little cutouts for my table. Sunset Makeup is a really good brand. They specialize in colored and pigmented makeup for cosplay and all sorts of aesthetics. I personally use the black foundation and goth eyeshadow, and it lasts. Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Okay, you said Sunset Makeup. Perfect. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Look it up and see. All right, so we're working on Fluttershy, and for Fluttershy, I did have some of this Blizzard Pale Pink. So 2 of them will have the Blizzard Pale Pink hair, and then 2 of them will have this anti-pill. And as you can see, the colors are pretty close, but I use the anti-pill for Kirby because it won't stretch as much, because this is so much thicker. It doesn't have as much stretch, and this is like thin. So when I use this to make Kirby, especially if I'm stuffing with my fabric scraps, it doesn't stretch it out as much. Like, it actually stays in a ball form, where if I use this one that has like too much stretch and use fabric stuffing, it kind of like looks all lumpy. I'll also message that on Instagram. Thank you, frogs. That would be great. I've already done all the Fluttershy ears. I did think about doing Flutterbat too, but I think the only thing different is like the wings, right? And does Fluttershy have different ears? It's pretty much just the hair. The ears do kind of look like they get a little bit furry. But yeah, mostly the wings, so. I don't think it would be a big enough difference. I don't think it'd be a big enough difference to go out of my way to try to make one. Like, if I have any extra time, which I don't know if I will, but my plan is to get 4 of the 6 main ponies. And any extra time, I will make a different pony, which is either going to be like Apple Bloom or one of the other Cutie Mark Crusaders, or possibly do one of the like princesses or queen, like, yeah, princesses, like Princess Celestia or Princess Luna. when I made stickers, I have to show you guys my pony stickers. While I was in Delaware, I doodled ponies. That was my goal, and I'm so happy with how they turned out, because when I go to like draw, sometimes I'm like, I can't draw. But then I remember that I can draw decently well, and I just have to be patient with myself, and I just kind of have to keep sketching and doodling until I find what works for me. And so finally, I figured out a like style that I wanted to do, because of course I didn't want to just do the usual pony, because anybody can have that. Like, they could just print off a picture on the internet and have the pony. So I wanted to do a different style, so I did my little like plushie idea in sticker form, kind of like I do for my other stuff. That's what I did for the evolutions too. They're based off like Poké dolls from the Pokemon games. But let me sew this up and then I'll go get the stickers. I'm using one of my cooling fans to cool me down. That's awesome. You definitely need that in the 110 degrees heat. So yeah, I'm still going back and forth if I want to use zip ties in my Fluttershy hair or not, because I do like the bounce that it gives, but maybe I'll just use it in the top, just to get that like first little swoop. All right, let me get the stickers. And I'm hand cutting all these stickers out. And I also have the fear that I'm going to not have enough. I'm trying to at least do 10 of every pony. But I mean, there's always a possibility that since this is a pony specific convention, they all sell out. But I also don't want to have an over amount of them. But this is something that I could do at my table too. So here's Rainbow Dash. Come on. And I did like the sitting stance. I thought this was really cute. I looked up pictures of like horse plushies and like the way that they're sitting or laid out. And I saw this one where it was kind of sitting. Ah! So I used the base for all of them. And then I did different things with their hair and like eyes. Rarity. Definitely getting the side eye. And doing side eye ponies, like just doing like one eye, so much easier than trying to do face first, which I'll show you. Pinkie Pie was the first one that I started drawing, and is the one that I decided to do like frontal face. And then I had to come back to it because I was like, I hate this so much, and I was afraid that it was gonna like just make me stop doodling altogether. So then I did Fluttershy next, and here's the, of course, also like one-sided, and then it works out good because she's shy, you know, just like get half of her face. So I thought Rarity in Fluttershy was very good for the side profile. And then, as you can see, Rainbow Dash does have both eyes shown, but it's like a 3/4 view, which is also difficult, but not as difficult as forward facing. And then here's Twilight. And I did her in the alicorn because she deserves it. And then I did, so like I said, I did Pinkie Pie, and then I didn't come back till Pinkie Pie until like the very end. So I did Applejack front view. I did 2 and 2. really love how Applejack turned out. And I put the freckles on, and I love just how the eyes and the eyelashes. So I was like, okay, Applejack turned out really well. Then I have to be able to get Pinkie Pie to look decent. So I ended up looking up, like Googling Pinkie Pie front face, and I found one where her eyes like so big and like her smile, because I definitely wanted her to have a smile. But one of the eyes that I did, like, I don't even know if I still have it. It was on my Instagram story. She looked crazy, which is also fine because that's also Pinkie Pie's personality. But I'm like, I don't want it to look like I'm bad at drawing this. So I found another eye that I liked, and now like Pinkie Pie is my favorite pony, but like this was my least favorite sticker, and I almost didn't want to finish her. And I'm so glad that I like rethought it and came back to it. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Focus. It's gonna mess it up if it does though. Okay, but anyways, really love, like, now this is my favorite, and I'm actually gonna put one on my cup, but I kind of like, I'm limited on my number of stickers that I have, so she can't go on my cup just yet. But yeah, I'm so happy. Hope you guys like those. They will come with me to my future conventions too, and then eventually I'll get them ordered from somewhere else, so that I don't have to hand cut them out. But that's kind of what I do if I'm not sure about a design and how it'll sell. I print them at home and hand cut them out, and then if it's really popular, I'll order it when I need to order a whole bunch of other stickers. So yeah. Also, if you guys need idea of how to like pack your stickers and keep them in a safe place, one of these money binders, cash stuffing binders on Amazon, very nice. And usually they come with a few of these holders, but this is so nice. And then I put a little piece of like cardstock in the money holder, so that you can put stickers on one side and stickers on the other. Also, did you guys see my Chapel Roan Hot to Go sticker? Obsessed with this one too. I really want to put it on a shirt, but I want to give it to Chapel Roan and be like, if you want this in your tour, if you want to sell this design for your tour, you know, just let me know. You can have it. I will cease to sell it, but just tell me that you'll take it instead. So those are my stickers. I'm very happy with them. But like I said, I'm very worried that I'm gonna run out. I also should put, like, if I'm putting a pony on here, I should put Rainbow Dash, because we have the blue sewing machine. Okay, back to sewing. The energy drink. The energy drink is kicking in because I'm stumbling over my words. Talking 100 miles a minute. Also, sorry in advance if my phone goes off for a tornado watch. Is that the right one? Because we are until 11 p.m. we are under a warning, whichever one is not the serious one. So there is a potential that we could get the, you know, I associate it with Amber Alert, but the really high-pitched scream on our phones. And I used the same pattern for Rarity, like Rarity's hair and Fluttershy's hair. And I just added the little curly Q on the bottom for Fluttershy. I think it worked well. I feel like we'll be working on Fluttershy for the rest of the live, but if we do get to another pony, I'll probably do Rainbow Dash next. Or I might hand sew Pinkie Pie because I have to like cut out stuff for Rainbow Dash, so. I don't want you guys to have to go through that waiting for me to cut stuff. And I've made a Rainbow Dash before, so I somewhat know how I want to do the hair. But it's a lot of pieces to cut out, so it would take some time. The past few days we were in a flash flooding, and now it's in fire hazards. No! What does this world come to? That's crazy. Be safe. Please. Please be safe. Are you guys under like water restrictions? Like you have to limit your water? No, that's good. Good, good. I was watching Bailey J's vlog. And it was a couple weeks ago probably. And they, I think, had a pipe burst in their like neighborhood. And they put a water restriction up where they were not allowed to like take showers or baths. And they weren't allowed to water their plants, I think. Don't run the dishwasher. Don't run the washing machine because they were worried that they would like run out of water in that like neighborhood. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, be like, don't shower. Be stinky. And then they changed it, and they, a couple hours later, I think, and that they could take quick showers, but don't take a bath. Like, don't fill your bathtub all the way up. And then for like dishwasher and washing machine, it was like, don't run it unless it's like completely full. Which I feel like that's what most people do anyways. That's what I try to do, unless we're about to leave or something, and I just want to make sure that it's like, you know, no dirty dishes anywhere in the house. Because we got dogs too. And I don't want bugs. Speaking of bugs, we had pest control come and spray for spiders. And like I called the place and they like scheduled, and then they sent me a message that they were going to come out, and they did, but I never paid. And I haven't got anything in the mail. So unless it's going to come, this has been like at least 2 weeks. Or maybe almost 3 weeks. So I don't know if they just like forgot about me because I didn't give anyone my credit card information. And the only thing I could think is like, oh, they would have like, when they come spray, they'd be like, all right, here's our credit card reader. But guy didn't ask me anything about it. I did think he said he was new to it, so I'm like, unless he forgot, I don't know. And I think I'm going to skip this month because my plan was to do every other month and see if that just helps with the spiders. Like, I don't even care about the other bugs. Like, we don't have ants, thankfully. So as long as we don't have spiders, I'm good. If we get the occasional, like right now the beetles are insane. Those are fine. Flies, the dogs eat the flies anyways. But, and even just small spiders would be okay, but we were getting those really big, long, skinny-legged ones. And it was driving me insane. But yeah, if they call me and they're like, we're gonna come out to your house to spray, this week I'm gonna be like, actually, can we schedule it for like next month? And I figured I'd say something like, you know, we're out of town a lot this month. Which is very true. But also, they told me I could do month to month, and that's what I would like to do. I watched a video this morning of a guy that had like chickens, and he had one of those beetle for the Japanese beetles, I think it was, to catch the bugs, or to catch the beetles in like a bag. And it was crazy. Wherever he was, they were swarming that thing. And then he takes them and like freezes them and then feeds them to his chickens. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so smart. And the caption was like, infinite food hack, infinite chicken food hack, or whatever. And it really was like something out of like a game where it was like a glitch. Making sure, yeah, my mic is still good. I'm pretty sure I charged both of these before, or like when they were dying last time I went live. So they should both be fully charged. And I'm not exactly sure how long I'll stay live today. I know I usually end at 5, but I won't end at 5 today. But it probably will just be until I get hungry for dinner. The only sponsor that I really want, and like I'm honestly, I've never been asked to be a sponsor, and it actually makes me nervous, but like HelloFresh, if they reached out to me and were like, sponsor our video, I'll be like, you got it. Send me free meals. And I don't know how that works, though, like how many they send you, but I do be loving HelloFresh. Because I hate going to the grocery and, oh my gosh, thank you, Frogs. I forgot to post in the Discord. To be honest, Frogs, I usually post in there if you're not in my live yet. And so since you're here, I was like, that's okay. But thank you. I forgot to post in there. I also post in there for Bethany, because Bethany will see it too. But yeah. I was like, Frogs is here. They come from my Discord. And Dr. Miss Raven's here, so we're good. We got the fam. You've done a HelloFresh sponsor? So my question with sponsors is like, I don't have like a contact email. I'm like, should I set one of those up? I've seen where some people have it kind of in their bio. And I'm like, is that what I need to do? Or do I need to reach out and be like, hey, if you ever, I'm interested in being a sponsor for you all. I don't know how it works. I haven't researched it. I was kind of like, just like, oh, they'll come to me. But I'm like, I don't know if that's how they work. They might never come to me. For when you did the HelloFresh, did you get like just a couple of free meals? Or if you don't mind me asking, how did it work? Because I really have been considering setting up like another Gmail that's just for like sponsorship things. You were already ordering from them? Okay. I do that. Because right now we just kind of share with my mom, because they go out of town a lot too, and so sometimes they don't get to use all of them before they go out of town. Or my mom also doesn't really eat red meat, so if they forget to like change what they want and they get like a beef one, she's like, I have a HelloFresh this week if you want to come pick it up. And I'm like, yeah, I will. I use Stream Elements. Do you get the sponsorship? Oh, as a bot. Interesting. I haven't heard of that. And then it just like finds sponsors for you? Interesting. Learning. I'm learning. Yeah, because I see the people that do, like, they're like, thank you so much, so-and-so, for sponsoring this video. And I'm always like, but do you reach out to them, or did they reach out to you? I must at least know. Not that it matters, but I'm like, if you reach out to them, then I understand what my problem is. But I also understand that there's no way for them to contact me unless somebody was deep diving and looked for my business email. So I take full responsibility. Yeah, we made some like Southwest beef cavatappi pasta last night. It was really good. Our favorites are the meatloafs though. Like, I didn't think I'd be like a big meatloaf person, but when you make them that way, the firecracker meatballs are our favorite with the ginger. Now I'm gonna get hungry faster just thinking about it. But with Stream Element, you can pick which sponsor you want to work with. That's nice, so you don't just get random. I've also thought about doing that Amazon thing where you can, like, you know, put links to Amazon products in your description, and then if someone like clicks and like buys it, you get Amazon points, I assume. I haven't Googled this. And I've asked a few people on like if they have it, if they like it. But right now, Joey and I share his Amazon account, because I don't want to have to pay 2 separate Amazon accounts, like paying monthly. But it would be easier when taxes come around and I have to like pinpoint how much I spent. That would be nice, because then that would be my business Amazon account. So anything I bought on that Amazon would all be business expenses. And I was doing good with like just doing business expenses on one credit card, but now I have like a Capital One is my main one that I use, because I can use the points for a lot of different things. Like you can transfer that into Amazon points. You can use it for flights, rental cars, hotels. Like that is my most recommended business card. Like if anyone needs a credit card for business, get Capital One. I have the Capital One Venture. But I also just recently got the Marriott one, which is really nice for hotels. Because of course, going to conventions and stuff, you stay at hotels a lot. So it also would be nice. And if you do it enough, you can get like special status and everything. But again, with Capital One, I could use that for hotels too. Same with like flights. Like I have a Southwest credit card, and for the most part, I fly Southwest because you can take, 2 checked bags and all that stuff. But sometimes American Airlines has a cheaper flight, and I can just book it with my Capital One points. So it's a toss-up. Once you get a sponsor, they will send you some rules to follow and say how long they want it to be. Okay. And then like what they want you to say, what they like to hear, and the video. And then I guess you have to send them like a link to your video so they know that you followed through. Because I'd like to do like how I make stickers from home. And I use the Amazon like laminator and the Amazon paper, lamination paper. And then I also get my sticker paper, which is Koala brand, but it's also off Amazon. And I didn't get my printer off Amazon, but I'm sure they sell it on there. So it would be nice if when I go to make that video, I had like a link. So if people were interested and were like, I want to get the exact paper that she gets, they can click on the link. Stream Elements will send them the info. Ooh, okay, that's handy. I've never done a YouTube video sponsor, but I did streaming one though. Okay, I'll have to look it up. Stream Elements. Because I'm curious if that would work, like, it's called Stream Elements, but would it also work with YouTube? Like, not streaming YouTube, but like YouTube videos? And then do you have to pay, like, for Stream Elements? Like, is it a monthly kind of subscription thing? We're almost done with Fluttershy's hair. And then we get to sew more straight lines for the hat pieces. Wonder if a sewing machine company wants to sponsor me, because like I'm in the market for a new sewing machine that is very like heavy duty, that can handle thick layers of fabric. And I love my Brother one. Like, I'm a Brother fanatic. All my embroidery machines are Brother. All my sewing machines are Brother. But I've had this one for over 10 years now. And it still works. It's like the feet just doesn't want to move things along as well as I feel like it should. And I've cleaned it and I've oiled it. I'm just getting too hardcore for it, you know? It's free? Okay. That is surprising, I feel like. I was really expecting it to be like a monthly subscription. Nice to know. Just trimming this up. Okay, so now I could move on to the hair and like flip these inside out and sew the ridges. But I think we're gonna move on to the hat part. My mom has a Bernina sewing machine. Where have I used the Bernina? I don't think that was in the costume shop, but I do like that brand. Maybe when I worked in New York for a summer, maybe that's where, because I remember it being like, it's pretty heavy duty and has the metal parts. But I think our costume shop one had Jerome. Is that how you say it? Jerome? Which is also very heavy duty. I remember it was nice. But I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I do think I like that brand. Enjoyed your outdoor market video. Sorry it was kind of a letdown for you. Thanks, Captain. It's okay. It was a learning experience. And hey, we got content, right? See the positive in everything. Like, hey, maybe I didn't make $100 at that market, but maybe I'll make $100 off that video. It'll take a very long time to do that, but you know, maybe. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched my outdoor market video, I made -$1. Technically, with like the table was $20. We bought lunch, which between Joey and I was like $27, $20 or $25, somewhere in there. And then we bought a lemonade. And then I only had 3 sales. And one of them was like a $10 claw machine. One of them was $15 like sticker mystery. And then a couple bought like stickers and like a little plushie. So, yep. It ended up coming to like -$1. If you don't factor in food or drink, then technically I made $30, I think. Because I ended up only making like 50. Because I kept thinking it was 60, but I only made 50. And then the table was 20. Also, that lemonade was so overpriced. Haha. Really? I think like and it was like pretty big, but I feel like I usually pay at least $6 to $7 for those homemade lemonade things. How much do you pay? Because that's what, like maybe $5 at the cheapest. And I think it was like $6 for regular lemonade, and then if you wanted a flavor, it was like $1 extra. I wouldn't buy it myself, probably. I usually get $1.25 Pepsi. Nice. Yes, could I have made the lemonade cheaper myself? For sure. But they had like one of those shaker machines, and I honestly was like, I had been watching it all day. I was like in awe. And that's not including that we almost bought a cake pop from the people next to us. Still don't know how much that cake pop was because she wouldn't take our money because we were like table neighbors and we were sweating our butts off. But I was like, here, we would like 2 cake pops, please. And they're like, no. Like they were getting ready to pack up too. They're like, no. Just tell us what you want. You don't have to pay. And I'm like, no, really. It was so nice to meet you guys. And they're like, no, you're not paying us. They did say, I think that they were going to go to like the bowling alley afterwards and kind of like give them away. So, I mean, that helps me feel a little better, but I still wanted to be like, here, you know, we'll support each other. I hope it was good though. It was good. Like we got peach flavoring in it and like peach flavored things. Peach and mango are like my go-to fruit flavor things. The heat lately is no joke. Yeah, we were just talking about that where Miss Raven is. It's like 110 degrees. Also, hopefully everyone is safe wherever you're at, because I did hear, like Joey was telling me that Texas, I think it was, is that where the hurricane, like, they are getting hit pretty hard or already got hit pretty hard. Like, I hope you guys are safe. Hope everyone's good. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy like Joey and I, where we sat out on the front porch waiting for this tornado, wherever it was, that never came. You know, don't do that. Here in Maryland, it's 93, but feels like 110. Okay. That's crazy. Yeah, we were just in Delaware last week, and like for the 4th of July, we went swimming. And it was like the perfect weather that day. It was really nice. And then we got a light sprinkle of rain at around like 6 o'clock. No, it might have been a little later than that. Like maybe closer to like 7 or whatever, because it was like perfect timing. It's like, okay, we ate dinner and we're the type of people that are like, if you don't kick us out, we will stay and chat and like talk for hours. So it was a perfect timing where it was like started to rain a little bit, so we had to like either go inside and talk or just go ahead and leave. So it was like, okay, well, we'll go ahead and go, since we rode with Joey's like sister. So it's like, okay, we'll leave. Mother Nature's telling us to go. I'm just putting the pockets in the hats right now. And then we'll sew them all up. I'm putting them in there, and then I'm pinning them together. Captain, are you gonna be at Otakon at all? Because I mean, I know that's not like super close to you, but it's somewhat close. Miss Raven said, tomorrow I need to get a product. I need product photos. I take pictures outside for better lighting. Yes, I love taking pictures outside. But like, I don't know what your product is. I'm sure you're like, is it gonna shrivel up in the heat? That for my outdoor market, I like put my stickers in a special like binder so that people could still see them, but hopefully it would keep it from like shriveling up or blowing away. because the heat be rough on them, on stickers. And prints, but I didn't have any prints. I wish, but I missed signing up for it. Yeah, I wish I had a better way of signing up for conventions, because I have a lot that I want to look at for next year, and even for this year, I think I would have missed a lot if it wasn't for like my artist friends and like Instagram and everyone being like, so and so, this is open, this convention's open. Because my friend Bethany got an email from Katsucon from the like event fee or whatever event fee sign up thing that you do, and I didn't get an email for that. And luckily she forwarded me her email, but I'm like, did it just go to my spam folder? Like, why didn't I get an email? So thankfully people got my back, and I appreciate it. And if you guys are interested, I'll try to post reminders too in my Discord. I do know if anyone's interested in the Origin Game Fair. I think there's multiple, but the one that I first Googled was in Columbus, Ohio. If anyone's interested in that one, it's still open. But it's June like 22nd of next year. So I don't know how long it'll be open. It'll probably be open for a while since it did just end. And then Anime Crossroads, is that what it is? In Indianapolis, Indiana? I saw that it's still open, but it's in February. And it might either be the same weekend as Katsucon or the weekend after. And if I get into Katsucon next year, it'll be MegaCon and then Katsucon the weekend after. So that if I get into Katsucon again, that'll be insane. I don't have my hopes high because I've got in the past 2 years in a row. So if I don't, I'm not going to be upset about it. But if I do, pray for me. I also applied for MagFest. This is my 3rd year applying for MagFest. So I also don't have high hopes that I'll get into that one because it's crazy. And then I think my dream convention to get into, I want to say AX, Anime Expo in California. But honestly, I'm very intimidated, and it also is in California. So technically my dream one would be Dragon Con, because I think I would do really good at Dragon Con, and it's also not that far away because I think it's also in Indiana, right? Indiana or Chicago one. But I think I'm thinking C2E2 is in Chicago. I had my stickers blown away before, right? That scares me. So I wanted to back up just in case. That's not fun to chase down your stickers. I'm going to do an anime con in El Paso, Texas this year. Okay. That'll be fun. Yeah, I haven't done any in Texas. Also intimidated by Texas. The only time I've been to Texas was for airport. Right now, I don't have anything signed up for. I applied for MAG as well. I'll be there one way or another. Awesome. I want to go to MagFest just to go to MagFest. That was the plan for this year, but Joey and I just moved like the November before, and of course, like buying a house is expensive. So we're like, do we really want to drop this much money on tickets? So yeah, we didn't end up going, but I do want to go to that one because I think that would be really good to just attend. I need to trim this one up a little bit. I also think that maybe like whatever destiny, whatever, thing that is controlling my life out there is like, we can't let her get into MagFest because she will probably, to save money, sleep under her table, and that will not be good for her. Because it's a 24-hour con and you can keep your booth open the whole time, and I would be so tempted to save money and just sleep under my table. It would not be healthy for me, but I would definitely see myself doing that. My dream con is Level Up. Okay, I want to do Level Up too. Is Level Up the one in Vegas? Yes. Is there another Level Up? Oh no, I'm thinking of DreamHack Atlanta. I do want to do Level Up too, because I do think gaming conventions are really nice. But DreamHack Atlanta would be nice too. I've never done one in Vegas either. I'm scared. I've never gone further than Chicago, Illinois. I'd love to do a Texas con. Go back and visit friends from Austin would be great. Aww. I just need to make friends with everyone, one person in every state, so at least I'll be a little bit closer and then I can crash with them. So if you want me to crash at your house, let me know. I'll pay for food. Maybe San Japan in San Antonio would be a fun one. Just sleep under your table. That's what I'm saying. We have a twin air mattress, we have a cot, we have really big comforters. We can make it work. Honestly, we got a hotel about 10 minutes away and it cost a quarter of the cost. I was like, it cost a quarter? Nice. Yeah, because it's in the same place as Trotcon, right? So I really like that one that's right over the bridge. I think it's a Marriott, right? Marriott or a Hilton, and like right across the bridge. It's really nice. And it was I wouldn't say it's like super cheap, but it was like it was decent. It was like, you know, what I expect to pay for a hotel. Plus we got free breakfast, right? That's what I'm here for. Free breakfast. And then I will steal the cereal and I will eat it as a snack. Prepackaged cereal. One hotel that I stayed at had packaged Uncrustables, and I was like, I'm gonna be taking 2 every morning, and that will be my lunch. I saw that, I think as GalaxyCon released 2 new conventions. But I think 2 of them were in Miami, and then one of them I think was in Texas. So if you're close to Texas, check out whatever their new convention is. Since they have like a name now, I think they, you know, at least it's not going to be a terrible convention. Like I feel like you'll at least profit. But I do feel like their artist tables are expensive. Like I know you have a name, but please don't charge us an arm and a leg. We are artists. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. We stay at an inn and suites, I think. Imagine if a con for artists were just a quarter. I did one convention one time in a library, and they just wanted us to pay like $20 for like a deposit, and then if we showed up, we got our $20 back. So I'm here for it. And this one that I'm doing locally is free, and I was really concerned because when I signed up for it, they like asked me, you know, I filled out an application. They asked me if I liked this like area that they put me in, and then I never really heard anything else. I was like, well, let me know if you want me to advertise or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we'll send some flyers out when it gets closer. And then I just messaged them because it's in like 2 weeks. I was like, was I supposed to pay for a table? And they're like, nope, completely free. I was like, all right, I will be there. Now, do I expect to make bukus of money? No. But free event and it gets my name out, I'll be there. And I don't have to like go that far. I'll be there. I'm also very tempted if a convention ever reaches out to me and is like, hey, we want you to come to our convention, and they're like, you have a free table. I like, even if it was in like California, I would probably consider it if I didn't have anything else going on. I'll be like, it's a vacation, but also free table. Ew, free stuff. I ran out of pins. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is right, so we're back to left. I'm just gonna put these pockets in and I'll come back and pin them after. I had one of my followers on Instagram. It was really funny. My parents actually went to the Keys and just stumbled upon like a mini craft fair type thing, and somebody was selling like Kirby's and little like, you know, nerdy stuff, sewn things. And I was like, and she sent me a picture, of course, because she thought of me, because that's what I do. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. What, like, get me a business card, buy me something from them. I want to support them. Their stuff is so cute. And I think my mom exchanged, like, my daughter does the same thing, you know, that whole thing. And, like, wants a business card to follow you. And so then they also followed me on Instagram, or, like, I followed them and they followed me back. The funny thing was, I saw that they followed me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. They already follow me. And then I realized they had just followed me, like, 5 minutes ago, which is probably when my mom gave them my Instagram handle. But I messaged them and I was like, oh my gosh, my mom told me about your page. Your stuff is so cute. I've lost, oh, there it is, a pocket. So I thought that was a really cool interaction, but they messaged me about a new convention that was happening in the Keys and was telling me about it, and that there was tables if I wanted to go. And I was like, unfortunately, I think I had another convention that weekend too. And it was like really soon. I think it was like in like 2 weeks when they sent it to me. And I was like, unfortunately, I can't make it. Like, that's kind of short notice, but I would love to. But I was like, you know, if they offered me a free one, I'd probably make it work. I would be there. But yeah, I think it was in like February or March, so it was earlier this year, so it was like the busiest time. All right, time to sew up some of these because we are out of pins, so I need to sew some things. I was also thinking that I have like Vaporeons cut, but I say Vaporeons, it's just the body piece. So it's like body. It's just the hat piece that looks like this. In that blue color, and like Vaporeon and Rainbow Dash are kind of close to the same color. But I can't remember what shade of blue I used, so I might look at that, and then I could potentially work on Rainbow Dash bodies, and then I don't have to cut. The only problem is, I guess I'd have to make sure that I still have scrap of that blue so that I can make ears. See, like with this material, I kind of have to pull it at the back of my machine. I don't know if you guys can see me like pull it, because it's like, it almost doesn't move if I don't. And this is as fast as my machine goes, which sometimes I think it's gotten so old that it doesn't go fast anymore, because I feel like it's gone faster before, and sometimes it'll just be like I randomly got on Facebook Marketplace yesterday and looked at some embroidery machines too. Because I really would like a heavy duty embroidery machine. But then I'm also like, okay, what am I going to embroider on it? Because I really don't love embroidering shirts. Unless it would be easier for beanies. And then, yeah, maybe I can embroider, like, baseball caps, but... I haven't edited my Lex Pride, but that was the convention. That my most recent convention was Lexington Pride, and it was really good. I can't wait for you guys to see that one. It was a one-day show, and it's my best one-day show to date. And my axolotl shirts were popping off. I was so happy. So I'm hoping to restock sizes for Otakon, because that one is like part 50 handmade, 50 fan art, 50 original art. So I definitely need a lot of original art. So I think that's probably another thing I'll do at Trotcon is, since I'll be there, I'll look at my shirt inventory, see what I have, and then go ahead and put in an order for the DTF files, and also ordering shirt sizes that I need. Because, I mean, I could look right now, but then I have to dig through all my stuff, so it'd be better just to wait until I have some downtime at a convention. I don't remember which con it was, but I remember FaZe Connect paid a con for artists to get their booth paid off. It was Offkai. Okay. I haven't heard of any of those, but I like the idea. MegaCon technically has a thing where if you, like, people use your link, like they give you a code, and if they click on your link and buy tickets to MegaCon from your link, you get like so much off your table. But I'm like, VTuberCon, okay. I'm like, lots of my people like don't go to MegaCon. Like the sales that I have at MegaCon are people that are already at MegaCon or already bought their tickets. It's not like, I don't know, like reoccurring followers. So it's not people that I would really necessarily have on social media. If I like was a Florida-based artist, then maybe that would work. But for MegaCon at least. I like the idea though. Okay, after this one, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm gonna look at this rainbow dash color that I'm thinking. And then I'm probably gonna grab peanut butter crackers. Maybe, I don't know, I need a snack. The energy drink is kicking in. But Phase Connect paid for the artist booth. Oh, okay. Like all of them? That's pretty cool. I thought maybe it was just a specific artist. That would be really cool if it was a artist alley where they pick the artist that they want to come, so they like pay you or like give you a free booth, and they're like, we're only picking this certain amount of artists. That would be cool. That's crazy. They paid for all the booths. Yeah, I'm assuming my only shot at doing that where someone pays for my spot is if I become a more content creator where they're like, come to our convention and you can also sell your stuff at your table. Kind of like they do for like cosplayers. I guess cosplayers usually sell their like prints and stuff. But something like that. That's the only way I could see that working. But then that might be a negative for the artist. The people that are in the artist alley where they're like, wait, why isn't she in the artist alley? Okay. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Turn off my mic. Okay, I'm back. Let's check this drawer. It's showing up a lot more blue on camera. Just kidding. This is the exact same color blue that I bought. So I got this color for Rainbow Dash. I think it's like light blue Blizzard Fleece. But I had these already cut, which I used for Vaporeon. And this is what I was like, I wonder if I can use the Vaporeon ones that I have pre-cut. I can. Because it's the exact same color. I don't honestly know when I bought this color last. Because I wasn't even sure if they sold this color. Yay! I don't have to cut Rainbow Dash. Other than the main. Excuse me, BB. Yeah, I have like, I told Tia when she was here, I think, or Peyton might have cut these. To cut the rest of the bolts. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7. There could be another one at the bottom that I can't see. Yes, so much blue, Alexi. Welcome, Alexi. Hold on, I have to cough. The peanut butter got to me. Yeah, my fabric closet is like overflowing. Like I have to shove the door closed so that all the bolts of fabric don't fall out. Crazy. I was wondering why Daisy was like underneath me. And it's because I'm eating. Because usually she like lays behind behind me. But Obi will lay like right under my sewing desk if he's like scared. Who is the one that's like 95 pounds? So he takes up the whole underside of my desk. So I just like look down, I'm like, why is Daisy laying there and making direct eye contact? No, she wanted me to share my peanut butter crackers with her. Yeah, Joey's taking a nap, so, you know, we'll go live for however long we can. Because usually when he's home from work, I, of course, like to hang out with him and spend time, but, like, if he's sleeping, can't really spend time. so I'll just be working. The past few nights, Bethany and I, because Bethany also has a convention this weekend. If you guys are in the Tennessee area, you can find Bethany at Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, Tennessee, I believe. And so we've been hopping in Discord and just like, she's crocheting and then I'm just like hand sewing, or I was cutting out those stickers and watching Game Changer and like make some noise. Basically just whatever's on Dropbox that we're feeling. And it's been very fun. So I guess it depends on like, do I want to hang out and like talk to you guys and like make the live go longer, or do I want to like watch Game Changer and hang out with Bethany? It's really a toss-up. I love hanging out with you guys. And honestly, I like, you guys give me such good advice too, and I learn new things, and it's just amazing. Like with the whole like rarity hair thing with the zip ties in there that Black Cat told me, and then like Frogs helped me out with the fabric for the pony. I can check out Discord while I'm eating this. Oh my gosh, Miss Raven, your fans look so good. Oh, I love those. Blue frogs, blue sharks. A sea bunny. Oh, that's so cute. I really do love the manta ray. Yeah, has been is popular too. I love it. Love it all. Yeah, I think especially at those summer markets, I think the fans will do really good. Miss Raven. Summer markets, summer conventions. Straight lines. Let's go. I went AFK, I had to clean. No worries. I took a bathroom break and ate some snacks, or I'm still eating some snacks. So that's why I was like checking out the Discord while I was snacking. But I do think I'll be on here like late tonight, so if you need to keep cleaning, you can check back in. Because what it's only been like 2 hours because I went live late, so we've only been live for like 2 hours. I would like to at least get, because my plan was to get Rarity and Fluttershy done today because I got Pinkie Pie done yesterday, but I also had like only half the day to work. So I'm trying to get 2 sets of ponies done a day if I have a full day. So tomorrow I want to be Rainbow Dash and Twilight, and then Thursday I'm leaving, but I'm not going to leave till like later, so I should be able to work on Applejack. But depending on how I'm feeling tonight and maybe in the morning, I might not make like 4 of each pony for the other, like Rainbow Dash and Twilight. I might just make like 2. That way I can do like 2 Rainbow Dash, 2 Twilight, and 2 Applejack, because I don't have any patterns made for those yet, so it'll be a little bit longer to like pattern Twilight's hair. I need to pick up some trash and vacuum. I think I did enough. Yeah, we really need to mop our floors because of the dogs while we were gone. But I knew it was going to rain today, so I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of mopping the floors? It's going to rain again. So they're just going to be dirty. Probably for another week until I get back from the convention. I use our vacuum. It's a cordless vacuum, so it's very lightweight. I use it to vacuum my cutting desk off if I work with fabric, or if I work with fur, because it just is so much easier than like trying to take a lint roller to it or whatever. So when I do that, I usually try to like vacuum my floor in here. So technically, I did some vacuuming. Today. You know, now that I think of it though, I'm definitely probably gonna do 2 of each pony, because I also have 2 Wooloos that I sold on Etsy that need to go out before I leave. Okay, so this one goes out on the 18th, and this one goes out on the 22nd. Oh wait, why did I think... So I technically don't have to get them done. I think maybe I was thinking of the Appa that I did. Okay, so I could do those when I get back from Trotcon, if I feel like I need to. I was thinking I had to finish up these Wooloos before I left for Trotcon, but they don't have to go out till like next weekend, so they are like in the gaming room. So like I said, when Bethany and I at nights have been hanging out on Discord and watching stuff, I like save my hand sewing for that. But if I remember, I could also just take Wooloo and all the pieces with me and work on that and just make sure that I don't sell it, because I also feel like I have that problem of being like, if someone's like, oh my gosh, is that a Wooloo? And I'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, is it for sale? And everything in me will be like, sell it. You could make another one. Sell it. Do it. And I could, because I have the fabric. I could just remake it, but that'll just like stress me out. I think Dash is one of the most popular ponies, but would you have to change colors a lot for her main? Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. I think that's going to be the most time consuming of Rainbow Dash, is I'll probably cut out strips. I think that's what I did when I made it before. Cut out strips of that color and then like sew each strip together and then make the same and sew each strip together. That's why I'm really happy that I'm not doing eyes on these, because each would take a lot. Frogs and I were talking about, like, I could maybe do something on my embroidery machine, but I've been thinking, and I don't think my embroidery, like, hoop would be able to make anything like that big, the size that I would like need for the hair. So like the other option is use like a different fabric, and I don't think I like this option either, but use like a cotton fabric or something, sew the strips on so that they're like on a base. I could maybe do something where they're like layered, so I like sew it, put another piece on top of that to hide the seam. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna have to piece it together, I think, is what I'm gonna have to do. And then I'm just gonna hope that I have enough like scrap fabric to make it. Because I was out of orange, and I don't think I've reordered orange. Send them to your website. Just use big buttons. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? I should just sew this up. So for like the Sylveon ribbons, I do on my embroidery machine now. Hi Red, how's it going? No, don't touch your paws on here. What are you doing? Stinky? It's not time yet. You guys still have 30 minutes. They want dinner. Yeah, so for the ribbons, the like hanging part for Sylveon, I do that. And to make that work, I have it like stitch the bottom, like where it's got the rainbow at the bottom, and it's like a little triangle. But then I take that off and I put another piece of white fabric, and I myself sew up the big long ribbon part. So I don't even think I could do something like that on there, unfortunately. But I do think the good thing about Rainbow Dash is like it's three colors on top. I think it's like red, orange, yellow for the bangs, and then green, blue, purple for the bottom. So it's only like 3 and 3, which is not bad. At least it's not like I think it's Lady Rainicorn, is that what it's called? From Adventure Time. I made that, and the whole arm part for the hat, like this part, from here down, was rainbow, and it was literally red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So I had big, long, skinny stripes that I made for the section of the hat, and then I did that 4 times because I needed 2 sides. That was crazy. I would like to make more Adventure Time characters. My J-Cat is pretty popular. And then I've made a BMO before, and honestly I really love my BMO. It has like the cute face, and then on one side it has like the buttons, and then on the other side it has like the controller, like the D-pad type. And then it had little like spots at the top for the little speaker. But my husband Joey is like, you don't even like Adventure Time. And I was like, I can still appreciate the cuteness of the characters, okay? And it's not even that I dislike it, it's just not, like, I don't watch it. I don't think, I maybe have watched, like, 1 full episode. It was just never at my go-to, like, show to watch. Wasn't it on Cartoon Network? I was a Disney person. I never watched Cartoon Network, really. Most of the stuff on there scared me. Oh, can I do a poll? How long will it take me to set up a poll? I would like to do, were you a Disney Channel or Cartoon Network fan? Haha, does it tell you the poll? That was the poll for the hat. Literally, it had been open for like 2 weeks, maybe longer. Do I know how to spell Nickelodeon? There we go. I don't. Okay, what channel did you watch as a kid? We have Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and you can do exclamation point vote and then put like either Disney, Cartoon, or Nick. Let's see if it posts. Start poll. I should do more polls. I forget that it's a thing. I should do them more on like YouTube, like the community tab on YouTube too. I think I might have to clean my machine. I watched them all. Said frogs. I did too. It depended on what was on. So I wasn't a big fan of SpongeBob. So SpongeBob was on Nickelodeon. That was completely out. And then I always checked Disney Channel first. But there was also some that I didn't like on Disney Channel. I'm trying to think of... I didn't like Sunny with a Chance, which I was also like getting a little older at that time. So I started watching more like TLC. And then Cartoon Network, like I rarely watch Cartoon Network. My brother watched Cartoon Network. Yes, I used to cycle through till you found a show that you watched. Exactly. I really liked Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And then Powerpuff Girls. And then, of course, Pokemon, but that was usually just Saturday mornings, so I usually missed it. I watched NCIS and Law & Order a lot when I was younger. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I used to watch CSI, because it also came on, like, right when I came home from school, it would be on. I never really loved NCIS, though, because I was like, oh, it's military-based. I'm not a big, military, politics, ugh. So I kind of avoided that when I was younger. And then Law & Order, Special Victims Unit. If it wasn't Special Victims Unit, I didn't watch it. And then I liked CSI Las Vegas. Was my favorite CSI. Ooh, sorry. But yes, I did forget that. I would come home and watch that. I do love the murder. Like, I'm a big true crime junkie and all that fun stuff. I rotate between like audiobooks and podcasts and music, Netflix shows, different things like that. And right now I am in like YouTube vlogs, of course. So when I run out of YouTube vlogs, I then decide, okay, am I gonna watch listen to podcasts or watch Netflix? Like, what am I gonna do next? But right now, it is Netflix like documentaries, and I just watched and finished the one that's like Unsolved Mysteries. I don't know if that's the actual name of it, but it's like Unsolved. Which I basically heard all the stories before. So if you watch BuzzFeed Unsolved with the Ghoul Boys, Shane and Ryan, then you've heard a lot of them, because I heard a lot of them before. But now, today, and I'm like really invested, I watched The Worst Roommate. And the first episode is intense. It was basically like this roommate, and they were friends too, but basically she tried to kill her other friend because she like wanted her child and wanted custody of her child. So I was like, oh my gosh, and the things that she tried to like get away with. It's crazy. And anything on Animal Planet. Animal Planet, that's I totally forgot about that, but I rarely watched Animal Planet. I think because every time I would go over to my cousins, I had to sleep with the TV on when I was little, and like the only thing that would really be on would be like Animal Planet. And just like a whole bunch of like watching, like, oh, here's how they hunt, here's how they mate, and I'm like, I do not want to watch this at, midnight when I'm waking up at the middle of the night trying to go to sleep. So I feel like I was a little bit traumatized by like Animal Planet being on while I was, and I didn't do good at like spending the night at other people's houses. I would like get homesick, so I think that also left a bad taste in my mouth. Interesting enough. Was the Wild Thornberries on Nickelodeon? Because I really loved Wild Thornberries. I think it was, right? Because also, like, Nickelodeon. Or also, yes. Rugrats. Because I would watch Rugrats. And I'd occasionally watch Hey Arnold. But I also would get annoyed by it, so depended on my mood. Yeah, I got homesick too. Yeah. It's rough, like it's the worst feeling. I used to go and try to spend the night at my friends up the road, like literally walking, and it would be like 2 a.m. and I would like just if I woke up in the middle of the night, it's like I couldn't go back to sleep. So I would just like walk back down, call my mom and be like, I'm coming back home. And then I also love like Nick at Night. Like that's what I would finally like switch back over to Nickelodeon, would be at nighttime, because I loved Full House, The Nanny, Friends when they finally put it on there. That's why I became obsessed with Friends, was because they put it on Netflix. Or not Netflix. They did also put it on Netflix, but they put it on Nick at Night. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, did you guys ever watch the I think it was also, I think we talked about this before, the Nickelodeon like game show channel, or the game channel with like Legends of the Hidden Temple, and that one with the head where you have to guess what their like special talent is. I really love those too. But then again, that could be me growing up with my grandma who watches the Game Show Network. So, and I'm just a big game person. Love playing games. Board games, video games. I love escape rooms. Obi was eating something. He's just yawning really big. So Joey and I have tomatoes in our garden, and we also have like blueberry bushes and peppers, but we bought a watermelon plant a couple of weeks ago, and it is like growing. It is like spreading. I didn't realize how fast. Like when we brought it, it had like maybe like a little 2 stems off with the like leaves. No, that thing is like, that's already 5 foot long, vining all over the garden. Like we gotta make sure when we mow that it's like out of the way so we don't mow over it. And for like the longest time, we didn't have anything in that section of the garden, so I have to be careful not to step on it too, because I'm used to not having anything there. And then when I look down, I'm like, oh, a watermelon plant. The watermelons. Okay, let's see. We have 3 more of the like long pieces left. It's crazy when I stack up like the anti-pill, which is like thicker fleece, next to the blizzard fleece. Like I was cutting ears earlier today and I cut the same amount of like, you know, 8 pieces per pony. So it was like, what is that? A bunch of ear pieces. Enough ears for 4 ponies, okay? And the stack of ears for the blizzard fleece, like if you stack ear pair on top of ear pair, it was like this much. The anti-pill was like this high of a stack, and it was the same amount because this material is so thick. I don't have like an example for you, but like imagine like this stacked on this, like, you know, that's already really thick. It would only be like maybe one of these if it was the blizzard fleece, because it's a lot thinner. I feel like I have to sneeze. What I made in June, yes, video should go up Friday, so keep an eye out for that. This will be the last one that I film on my phone because it's really bothering me, the filter that is on my videos, because my computer, desktop computer, already like really blows out my videos. But like watching it on that computer and like my camera recordings, I don't know why it looks so blown out. So I've decided to edit on, or not edit, but like record on my usual camera, which is the DJI. And I'm just gonna like swap SD cards. Hopefully I remembered to do that. If I don't, I'm just gonna double check my footage so that I don't delete anything. But that's the plan, is to swap SD cards to keep, because I do have 2, and usually I just like keep one in my computer, like when I upload the files, and then put the one that was in the computer into my camera and just like swap them back and forth. But now I'm just gonna have to swap the SD card back and forth and just make sure that I don't lose it. But usually, like, when I'm filming the like what I made this month, I'm doing it here at the house. So as long as it's like sitting right here, I should remember. But I'm sure there will be a time where I forget to swap them. If you guys could see the stack of yellow that is over here beside me right now. Somebody asked me yesterday, actually, if I'd be interested in doing like commission for embroidery stuff. And I actually really like that idea. The only thing is, like, if you want me to make a new design that I haven't made before, I have to charge like $20 an hour at least to, you know, compensate my time. But I mean, after that, you would have this design that probably like nobody else has. So, like, especially if it's your own, like, character design or something. And I would say that I'm pretty fast at digitizing as long as it's like something simple. The longest part is just me trying to figure out like when it gets stitched out on the machine, there's like a gap. Like, so, oh, I need to go back and make sure that this gap is filled in differently, or like use a different stitching here. But if anyone was ever interested in that, let me know. Or if there's any embroidery files that I use that you guys are interested in, let me know, because I do want to like share more and list more, especially like my beanie design, like Pokemon faces. Because I was so excited when someone bought my Drifloon face embroidery, and I just want to make more of them. Mic check. Yeah. But my most popular like digital file is my Splatoon hat pattern. I'm so happy that I took the time to like make that and post it, and I do want to do edits to it where you can turn it into a Callie or Marie. And I also have a pattern for the boy Splatoon hat, and I haven't released that one yet, and I want to release it as a pattern. But the hardest part is for me trying to figure out how I want to do the add-ons. Like, do I want to make a whole separate listing? Or do I just want to add on like $3 more? You can get this piece that you need for like Callie to make the Splatoon hat into Callie, which is basically a head like piece, like for the little hair flippy, and like for her, the back of her head, she's got the little tentacle. Or no, that's Marie. But for Callie, she's got the little buns and the little hats. So it would be like files for the hats. And I would like to do that for this Halloween, so people can have it for a Halloween costume. So maybe that'll be my goal for after Otakon. Because I would want to release the boy pattern and how to make the boy pattern, and then I would run and release the extra pieces to alter the male and female hats to be Callie and Marie. Oh, you know what? We have the doggy door closed because it was raining, and they probably need to go outside. I'll wait because it's almost time to feed them. So I'll do that at the same time. Obi, you better not be whining at your daddy. Leave him alone. He cracks me up. Like, he will go and whine. Like, Joey will be asleep. And I'm, like, in here working, or, like, I'm doing something, and he's just like, no, I want Dad to, play with me. It's funny, Joey's like, no, they love you more. They like you more and stuff. And I'm like, okay, but who goes, like, whines? Obi goes and whines at him for stuff, not me. Unless I'm the only one here. And then whose legs does, like, Daisy lay on at nighttime? Not me. I mean, sometimes she does, and I like it. It's like a nice weighted blanket on my legs. And earlier, when Joey got home from work, like, changed clothes, he, like, put his pants on the floor, and what did she do? Go and lay on them. Plenty of other options. There's blankets. There's, like, my clothes. No. She goes and lays on his pants. Yes, they follow me around. Like, if I get up, you know that meme, like the TikTok where it's like the dogs get up to follow, like, mom but not follow dad? That is our house. Like, if we're both sitting on the couch, if he gets up, they don't care. But if I get up, parade. But I don't know. I feel like maybe that's more of a motherly thing. Maybe. But it never fails. Like, if Daisy or Ridley is in here with me, they'll get up and follow me. But Obi, he's just independent, so he doesn't care. Okay, we are all sewn up on the hat part. I'm gonna feed the dogs and let them out. I was like, there's something else I need to do. And we've only been live for like 2.5 minutes, or 2.5 hours. So, oh, Joey's awake. So I'll probably still go live for at least 3. But let me go feed the pupper dogs. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's see. We'll just turn all these inside out real quick. And we can add the ears. I need to pull up a picture of Fluttershy and see how her ears... Okay, so her hair like goes in front of one of her ears, whereas Rarity, her hair goes like behind it, or kind of goes over her ear. So again, I'm going back and forth on adding the zip ties or not. What are you working on now? We're working on Fluttershy. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna put the zip ties in the hair. Because she has a little bit of floof for it to like go over. But also I feel like her hair is like pretty straight. And then sometimes, of course, like when she's sad, I think, or like gets wet, she has the like sad little emo hair where it falls in her eyes. Okay, so we have all our ears over here, and we have a right ear and a left ear. Sorry guys. Let's see if I like the placement on that. And I'm just kind of eyeballing. I think I want it down just a little bit more. What? Is he in remission? Or he just got diagnosed? Or Joey just said Sam Riegel has cancer, but I need... What? Hold on, I have to look on Instagram. Oh, interesting. Where'd you find it? On Twitter? I don't have Twitter. I mean, I do have Twitter, but I don't know. I just need to know how, like, when, how he's doing. Okay, it sounds like Joey's watching it, so I'll have him give me the updates. Alright, so I like to pin all these ears first so I can get the like placement right. And then I sew them down. Ow. Anybody working on anything exciting or anything new that they're working on? I have a whole list of like character things that I want to make that are not fan art, and I'm like hoping I can get to it for Otakon. I really want to make some more possums, and I want to make a possum sticker. But that's one of the things where I was like doodling possum things where I was like, you know, I like to draw, but then I try to doodle and I hate everything I doodle, so I just don't doodle. That was one of the things that I was like, I don't feel like I can draw anymore. It's not coming out well. But I just gotta find the design, the idea that I like. I'm making some sea critter desk buddies. Oh, that sounds so cute. Desk buddies. Sorry, I'm just like turning all these inside out and pinning the ears. Keep losing my ears. My pony ears. I also really like the idea of making like my Kirby, like the base, but not putting feet or arms on it, and just putting like, have the eyes and then putting like a mane. So it kind of just looks like a pony blob or a pony like dongo type, but I don't think I'll have time for that, but maybe in the future. Welcome back, Miss Raven. Glad you made it back. I think you were still here when we started on Fluttershy, and we're still on Fluttershy. But we're about to assemble them. I'm putting the ears on right now. I probably will when I get off my live. Yeah, that's why I don't want to watch it right now. Now time to make dinner, lol. Yep, that's what I'm gonna have to do when I get off the live. Because I'm gonna be hungry. Alright, we have... Oh, we still have 3 more. Oh my gosh, I just think that I'm like so far because of how thick this fabric is. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so many hats. And then I realize that it's actually not that many. My stomach is growling, but it made me think of in the What I Made in June video that's going up this Friday. My stomach growls in that video and is like so loud that you can hear it in the video. I'm like, that's loud. Has anyone ordered like reusable tote bags or anything from anywhere? Because I want to get some that have like my name on them, like the business name, you know? And I'm really curious if anyone's worked with like a manufacturer or even just, I mean, I guess it would be a manufacturer anywhere, but I would like that, something cute like that where if you buy like $50 or more from my shop, you get a free bag. But I feel like I would want to do something where like, because my hats are $50, so if you buy a hat, you automatically get a bag. But should I make it where it's more like you buy a hat and like a sticker, which would be like spend $60? But then that seems like a weird number. I don't know. I like 50 better. Or I could knock my hats down to 45 again and do like, if you spend 50, you get a free bag, where if you buy a hat, you have to still buy like 1 more item or like buy 2 stickers or something. And then that would help push my like sticker stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. OMG, same, but I want like tiny bags. That would be really cute for your frogs. Honestly, if you could like Thank you. Yeah, I was saying, have you done this one before? I'm guessing not, since you said you're nervous, but yeah, let me know how it is. I'm excited for you. Nope. Also, I don't know if you guys heard me before, but I was saying that I'm trying to try to get these the hair sewn in before I end the live. So hopefully it could be another like 30 minutes. Could be another hour if I'm feeling up to it. Let's see. These parts don't usually take as long because it's not as much like, you know, straight lines. Like the biggest sewing part is done. I'm so nervous because it's being posted by a car club too. Yeah, I saw Kawaii Art Cafe. She did a car show, or she's done a few. And I was always curious if there was ever any overlap in it. Because there's a car show thing here. I definitely don't think there would be overlap here in Kentucky with cars and anime stuff. Maybe if it was an anime car show. And I assume it's like an outdoor event too, right? So definitely bring a canopy, right? Because like the 27th of July, I'm sure it's gonna be hot. Bring water. I'm very stoked that my next outdoor events are in the fall, so I don't have to sweat. Oh yeah, I'm in Texas too. Oh goodness. Spicy. Be spicy outside. It's gonna be so hot. Yeah, water, coverage, be safe, please. But I hope it goes good. Hope it's a good one for you. Can't wait to hear about it. And that'll be, I have a little, that's the library event that I have. So we can chit chat about how our conventions went that weekend. I'll look forward to it. I need to remember, I bought a 4-foot table for the Lexington Pride event because I had a 10 by 10 space, and I know that they were giving us a 6 or 8-foot table, and I was like, I want like the little 4-foot because I've been wanting it for a bit, and I'd really like it for this show, so I can do like an L shape, but it not take up my whole space. But I want to bring it to Trotcon too, and just see how it does behind my booth, and how I like it if I set it up as like an extension to the back of my table and kind of make like a little L shape behind my table, and then I can set more product on that, and like maybe have my t-shirts out so they're a little easier to grab. Because the other thing about the 4-foot table, which is really nice, is you can adjust the legs. So I'm hoping potentially I can lower the legs and it can go under the table, so it also won't like stick out too much. But looking at videos of this convention, vlogs that I've watched, it looks like they give you quite a bit of space behind your table, so that is very nice. And I'm not bringing my grid walls, so I don't have to stress about that. I'm gonna try to vlog too. That's so exciting. Let me know if you do. If you post a video or if you don't want to post it and just want to share it, let me know. I'll watch it. How do people like the claw machine? They really like it. I'm very happy that I got it. I think I have like one more item in there, so I need to make some more keychains. But I'm glad. I'm glad that I made it. I'm glad that you guys gave me the idea. Sorry, I just got a sharp pain in my head. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with it too, because like right now I have like the keychains and it's mostly like Sanrio characters and then like the Lethal Company guy and Octoling. It's very popular, of course, with the kids, like you said. But I really love the idea of doing a cheaper option where it's not like $10 and like switching it up at one point and do. I saw someone posted in the artist channel that they have like a choose your fate type thing, and for $1 you can play it, and then you can get like discounts to like their table. So you could like pay $1 and then get like $5 off an item, or a free sticker, or a free print, or different things like that. But I don't know how I would do that. Or the idea of like if I wanted to do it like smaller, cheaper things, doing like stickers, but not put the stickers in the eggs, like put it where it's like a picture and then like I give them the sticker. I'm gonna try. I don't know how to edit. You'll get it, I believe. And it doesn't have to be like perfect the first time. I just bought a cardboard gacha machine. That's awesome. I've been thinking about a gacha. Let me know how that goes too, and like if you like one better than the other. Cause Bethany, Once Upon a Spark, does a frog gacha, and she has it where you get like a button and a matching sticker, and I do think that that's really cool. And it's for like $5. So I do like the idea of something like cheaper, like in the $5 range. And I kind of miss, I used to have my axolotls as acrylic pins, and I kind of miss them, even though they didn't sell really well, and I started just like giving them away in like mystery bags. But I like the idea of getting more acrylic pens, and instead of trying to find like room for them on my table, putting them in the like claw machine in the eggs, because they would fit good in the eggs, I think. And I don't do enamel pins, and as much as I think about it, I still don't think I'll ever do enamel pins, just because of the like work that goes into it and the manufacturer and like trying to figure all that out. And then I just don't necessarily have room on my table to like associate them in there. Well, like acrylic pens are a little bit cheaper to make. And then, I mean, I could also do acrylic keychains, because I do have acrylic keychains. I have a lot of ideas for them, but also, again, don't have necessarily the room to display them all. For my gacha, I'm gonna do my mini $1 frogs. How little are your $1 frogs? Yeah, see, I would love to do just little things like that. Like if I could make a little $5 item, that would be cool. Because like the keychains are really nice and small, but they, like, I can't charge less than $10 for them because they do take a lot of time. But if I could make something like on my embroidery machine that doesn't take as much time to like if I don't have to like flip it inside out, I could maybe make little like Animal Crossing themed stuff and make it where I just have to cut it out of the fleece. I could do something like that because I love making the Animal Crossing like fossil and bell bag and all that in like bigger forms. But if I did it like on my embroidery machine where it's like smaller. Okay, sorry, the hair is going up. I tried to braid it that way and then there was like one piece of hair that was just pulling, you know, when it's like awkward like that. Just make them plushies. People love having something to hold. Like not even keychains, just like little tiny plushies in the claw machine. Yeah, I could do that, and then I don't have to. It would make it cheaper too, because then I don't have to put a keychain on it. What? Why are you booping me? Oh, she give me kisses. Oh, she give me kisses. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Go get it. Go get your ball. Okay, I'm flipping all the Fluttershy hair inside out so that I can sew the little texture channel things. No keychains needed. I like that idea. The only thing about my claw machine is I can only bring them to my 8-foot tables, or 8-foot tables or 10x10 booths. So, I won't be able to bring it to Trotcon or Whatup because I'm very limited on table space. But I will definitely have it at Anime Inc. and my little festival things. I have a little ghost design that I made and I turned it into a keychain. I could do that. Ooh, I like that idea. Do a spooky claw machine where I could do like tiny cryptids, but also like ghosts and ghouls. I might have to think a little more on that, because if I could also do it where, because the tiny things would take me the longest is turning it inside out. Like that is the hardest part. And then also stuffing if it's like a really awkward shape. But if I can make them like where they're double-sided like fabric like this, but right side out already, and then it just has like a little face. Because the other problem with the keychains, and I could just get some bigger eggs, but they like try to bust out of these eggs, and so then I have to like put tape on them. And the problem that I also have is if the egg is empty, I like throw it in the claw machine box, and then when I go to put the claw machine back, I throw the empty eggs into the claw machine. So I'm also really nervous that someone's gonna get an empty egg. So I need to do something to make sure that that doesn't happen. I need like a separate box for the eggs to go in. It's getting windy outside. Now I'm really thinking of like spooky stuff. Because like spooky stuff does good all year round too. So if I just did like a ghost. Small cryptid guys. A black cat. Honestly, people love black cats whenever. Even if I made a tiny version, I don't know how it'd work for the ghost, but a tiny version of like Kirby, little bitty, like I don't know, this big around, and just hand sew like ears on it, like have the face embroidered, and then like sew it. Mini Kirby. That would be so cute. Just like a very tiny, tiny Kirby. Because Anime Ink is in October. And I have a 10x10 for that booth. So spooky stuff would be good because it's getting Halloween. Okay, now I get to sew these pieces, and I need to pull up a picture of Fluttershy just to see. There's a certain layout that I like, but I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna just sew some lines, and it doesn't go all the way down to her swoop, so I'm not gonna worry about the swoop. I'm gonna try one first because I think that I might actually like the idea of stuffing it a little bit. Ah. Gummy worms. I have a worm pattern actually. I like that idea too. Stephanie, when she used to do resin, would make like her bigger items, and then she had like a gummy bear mold, and she would do the leftover resin in the gummy bear mold and put it on like rings and pins, and she sold those for $1, and they sold really good. Just like as an extra little tidbit, and then she didn't waste her like resin either. I'm like, oh, that's so smart. I wish I could do something like that with scrap fabric. Okay, so there's the little just lines to give it a little texture. And now I'm gonna do the bigger one. And we're gonna put it in the hat and see how I'm feeling. If it needs a little extra oomph. That would be a good way to use up little strands of fabric. Like scraps of thin, skinny fabric would be to make like long worms. And then you can just curl them up and put them in like an egg and put it in the claw machine. I like that idea. And people love like goofy things. So honestly, if you had one on display and it looked goofy, people would be all over it. Like honestly, just put some googly eyes on it. I have googly eye buttons. Yes, do it. Do the googly eye worms. I'm thinking of those worms that are like on a string. I think, is that what they're called? Worms on a string? Where it like looks like you're pulling it through your fingers and stuff. Worm on a string! Yes! Yes, do worm on a string. You can make your own worm on a string. Alright, it's time to add the hair, and let's see how we're liking it. Also, I'm putting my tag in the back so people know care instructions and they know that it was made by me. Something I still want to do is also get tags for my beanies and somehow like do the sew on. So people know that like I didn't get them from a manufacturer, you know, like I patterned and home embroidered them all by myself. Okay, this goes around this way. I just love these colors together. They make me so happy. Like if we weren't doing a Pokemon themed room for like our first baby, I would do like yellow and pink for like a girl. I think it's so cute. And it'd be the pale colors. Check the Discord right now, OMG. Oh, my phone is low battery too. Yes! Are these worms on a string just like in your room? They're just hanging out in your room. Worms on a string. Oh, those sea turtles too. Are those sea turtles, right? That you got in that one picture? Love those. We'll do green for sea turtles. Adorable! Adorable! Okay, and then this one. This one? Hello? curve the wrong way. That's okay. We're gonna do it like this. Okay, no, I kind of did the curve the right way. My mind's just not working. Okay, let's see. How's it looking? That one goes that way. This one goes this way, right? I actually think that this one's okay, right? Without any added support. And I'll probably just put like a stitch right here. Maybe right here and right here on the ear. So that it stays there. But yeah, I think that'll look good. Let's go ahead and sew it up, put the final touches. This way you guys can at least see the final look of Shutterfly. I used to do that all the time because Shutterfly is like, you know, where you can order photos and stuff from. And my mom used it all the time. But it was raining. I feel my bobbin tingle. Stop it. Get yourself together. Alright, let me make sure I caught all my seams. Looking good. Alright, let's put it on the mannequin head. And pieces to stay where they need to stay. I was wondering why this looked weird. I put it backwards on the mannequin head, but that's fine. I like this. I like it. And I'll just put a stitch right here so this doesn't fall in like whoever's wearing its face. I'm hoping to also get a picture of all of these before I like leave and hopefully sell out. That's the goal. But I want to get pictures so I know for future, and then if I want to put them on like my website or on my menu, like my inventory menu. Cute, thank you. I'm really excited. I've been super excited. After I made Pinkie Pie, like this was the next one that I was super excited about. I do think Fluttershy is my second favorite. Ridley. Okay, you're good. You can go. I was just making sure you weren't wet. Goodbye, thank you. Thanks for checking in. Okay, and then let's put it right here. Do like the ear and the hair, so they can support each other. I might have to change that stitch. Something about that pulled it down. And then we're gonna bring this to the side. Just so this stays over here. This is why I need some kind of stable mannequin head. It's not just gonna fall over on me. Luckily, I think as long as this is in the general right area, it'll look good. Where's Rarity? I was like, if this swirl isn't perfect, I'm gonna scream. Okay, so there's the back. That way it doesn't like flop to the other side. And then yeah, I think what I'm gonna do next is just like tack this to the top of the ear. I think it'll be okay right now. But for next time, or if it still bothers me, maybe, but as of right now. Cute! Alright, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm glad the Pinkie Pie like has her hair straight down the middle, because if it was like one side, leaning to one side or the other, like that hat would be so top heavy. That's the problem with like the Splatoon hats, the boy ones, with the like top knot kind of thing in the back. Alright guys, thank you so much for being with me as I prep for Trotcon. I'll be there this weekend. It is in Dayton, Ohio. And I'm gonna go get some food. Is there any important announcements? I've postponed my Patreon. I was talking about that earlier. There's not gonna be an August Kirby. And then yeah, check out my vlog this Friday. It's gonna be about Lex Pride. So my very first Pride event, and it is awesome. Oh no, just kidding. This Friday is what I made in June. And then Lex Pride will be the next Friday. So stay tuned for those two. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.